Why pay top dollar for a beach cover-up when you can create a custom fit, high fashion one in a single afternoon? Today, we're sewing the Kythira Wide-Leg Beach Pants, a free pattern from Mood Society. Hi, my name's Marissa, and I'm gonna show you just how simple it is to construct these wide leg pants so that you can save money and look fabulous all summer long. With just 2 pattern pieces and 4 easy steps, this pattern is beginner friendly, all while still delivering a finished garment that looks straight out of a luxury resort collection. If you'd like to follow along with us, you can download the pattern for free in the link below and sew along with me. Also, don't forget to head over to moodfabrics.com to grab all of your fabric and all of the sewing supplies needed for this tutorial, which are also linked in the description below. Let's get started.
All right, let's get started with choosing our fabric. So I ended up choosing a linen for these wide leg beach pants. I originally made them out of a rayon challis, and it was lovely. It was perfect. The rayon challis was very drapey and flowy and thin. It was a really nice material to sew with. But I think linen, honestly, is a really good choice for this project because it's super breathable and super lightweight. The natural imperfections give it such a beautiful organic texture, making it perfect for beachwear or summery stuff, or really anything that you're gonna wear when it's like 90 degrees outside. Step 1, the crotch seam. The first step, and there really aren't many to this project, is to sew the crotch seam. You'll see the 2 layers are right sides together right now. Now, if you're looking at the pattern and wondering how this becomes a pair of pants, it's a bit unconventional. Most pants have 2 fronts and 2 back pieces. This one only has a total of 2 pieces. That's because 1, these pants don't have a side seam on the front or back. The outside edges would technically be the side seam of these pants, but we're not going to sew them to each other. We're just going to hem them and they will fold over each other, creating a wide open leg. Just pin and sew all the way around this curve.
Okay, I just finished sewing the first seam. So like I was saying earlier, I'm going to serge the raw edges of this crotch seam right here because this is the only seam on the entire garment that's going to be exposed. If you don't have a serger, you have a couple different choices. You can use a very short and wide zigzag stitch on the edges, or you can use French seams. So instead of sewing this original seam that I just sewed with a 1/2 inch seam allowance, you can sew it with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, wrong sides together, and then flip it right sides together and make sure that you catch that seam allowance.
Check out this video here for a more in-depth tutorial. Step 2, hemming the sides. Step 2 is finishing the side seams. Because these are wide leg pants, we aren't sewing the sides together to each other. They're going to stay open. We're just going to hem each of the 4 side edges. I'm going to do a tiny little double rolled hem. Just fold the raw edge towards the wrong side and then fold it once more, press it until it's nice and crisp, and then sew it down. It's a small detail, but having these pressed and flat makes a huge difference in how the pants will drape.
You can see these like skinny little seams right here. These are our side seams. You can see that it's curled towards the inside of the fabric.
Step 3, attaching the waistbands. We have a long strip for the front and then one for the back, and they're gonna act like ties. And then the ties will be able to wrap around your body and tie to each other. We're gonna get our iron back out. Right now I have it right sides down, so the right side is touching the ironing board. We are going to fold this end of the fabric here, fold this end of the fabric here until they're kissing in the middle and they're meeting pretty much perfectly in the middle. When you're ironing linen, you are allowed to pump that heat up. Now that I've folded these long ends towards the middle of the strip, we're going to fold the strip in half long ways. But before we press, we're going to briefly unfold these first folds and fold the short ends in just a little bit. The reason we're doing that is so that we can have a nice finished edge on the ends of these ties. Once you finish that, do the exact same thing for the second waistband.
Now, the last fold we're gonna do for our waistband is we are going to fold it in half long ways like this. And you're gonna press all the way down the length of the waistband now. So remember what I did on the end of this right here? I like folded these edges in. I'm gonna do the same thing right here really quick.
So now that we've prepped both of our waistbands, we have to attach them to the waistline of the pants. I folded our waistband in half to find the center, and this middle section is going to get lined up with our center front crotch seam.
So what we're gonna do is we're going to unfold the waistband because we just folded it. We're gonna unfold it and we are going to place the waistline of the pants and this center front crotch seam right at the center of the waistband.
It's like a little sandwich.
Put the waistline in, close the waistband, put a pin down to hold it in place. And we're gonna do that along the entire front waistline. So as you can see, I'm just kind of like opening the waistband, stuffing the waistline in a little bit, and then folding it back on itself.
Pin that all the way around, and then since we didn't serge the top edge of the pants, this is perfect because the raw edge is going to be completely hidden inside of the waistline.
So now we are not only going to sew along the waistline right here with about 1/8 of an inch seam allowance, but we are going to sew this whole fold right here along both sides of the pants. And then you're also gonna wanna sew the ends shut. So there's just gonna be a nice stitch that goes here and then all the way around.
Repeat those exact same steps for the back and we can move on to the last step.
And that is how the waistband looks. Isn't that pretty? Nice and neat. Let me cut the ends of this off. So as you can see, I went down this short edge all the way around this long edge right here and down this short edge as well. And now we have a waistband on the front of our pants.
Step 4, the bottom hem. Okay, crotch seam is done, side seams are done, waistbands attached front and back. There's literally only one more step and it is to hem the bottom of the pants. I'm doing a tiny double folded hem at the bottom of the legs. So I'm just gonna start with a 1/4 inch fold, press it, and then do a 1 inch fold. So we just finished pressing those 2 folds and now we're going to pin them. As you can see here, I'm pinning parallel to the direction of the seam. A lot of sewists and sewing books will tell you to pin perpendicular to where your seam is gonna go because it's just easier to remove perpendicular pins as you're sewing. However, I think that different pinning orientations should be reserved for different functions. Sometimes it's suitable to use parallel pins and sometimes perpendicular is the way to go, but depending on the fabric you're using, how thick it is, and whatever type of garment you're using, it could be different every time. There are so many things that contribute to it, so you can actually do whatever suits your needs. Do whatever feels right for the fabric and your machine. Once we pin this hem, we'll do the exact same thing to the other leg, and we're going to sew everything into place. So for the hem of the pants, I'm actually top stitching the folded hem from the right side of the fabric. For other stitches on this garment, like hemming the side seams, the fold was so tiny that I wanted to sew the quote-unquote top stitching from the wrong side of the garment instead of the right side. But for this hem, since it's so wide, I'm stitching from the right side of the pants to the wrong side. This will ensure that the thread that we see on the outside of the garment is the top thread and not the bobbin thread. This doesn't matter too much, but the top thread typically does look neater than the bobbin thread. Let me show you what this hem looks like really quick. Here are the side seams of the pants, nice and open. And here are these beautiful, nice wide hems that are just as beautiful from the inside as they are from the outside. Very, very nice. And that's literally the last step.
Oh my God, you guys, look how cute these are. I can't wait to try these on. Look how cute they are. I have my pants on underneath because I don't want to show you guys too much of the goods, but this is such a cute little slit. It like actually doesn't stick out too much unless you're like walking and you have a little movement and flow here so you can see a little leg, but not too much leg because it covers up a good amount. These pants, I really like how these were constructed. I really like how these were designed. They're super, super comfortable. I feel like they're kind of like the perfect length on me. You can't see the hem, but they're a really good length. I'm so obsessed with these. I want to make like 5 more in 5 different colors and all different patterns. What if I made one with stripes? That would be so cute. Yeah, I'm obsessed with these. I can't wait to see our beautiful model wearing these, and I can't wait to see these out on the beach this summer. Okay, now I can send these pants off to the runway. So now that you've finished making your Kythira Wide-Leg Beach Pants, you're probably wondering, how the heck do I tie these things? Because there's just two big pieces of fabric with some strings hanging off of it. It's quite simple. Let me show you. So I'm gonna have my beautiful model Kate hang on to just the front of the pants. This is the front right here. And then Kate is gonna go ahead and tie a bow in the back of her waist. You wanna like turn 90 degrees? Yeah, she's gonna tie a bow in the back of her waist. And that is the first part of the waistband. Cute. So now we're going to find the back waistband right here and pull it between your legs so that this crotch seam is between your legs. And you're gonna do the same thing with these back ties that you just did with the front ties. When you're done, go ahead and turn around for me. You can kind of like untuck the bow in the back so that it's sticking out and you have it hanging out of your waistband like so. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified when our next sewing tutorial is released. Make sure to download the free Kythira Wide-Leg Beach Pants pattern from the Mood Society blog and show us what you can do using the hashtag #MadeWithMood. What type of pattern would you like to see from Mood next? Let us know in the comments below. Happy sewing, y'all!